All the spiritual scriptures can be classified in three ways. One is Shastras. Shastra means the book which teaches you how to live. What is the purpose of life? What is the goal of the life? Which gives you an intellectual understanding about the ultimate. Man, God, life. All your major questions are answered intellectually, logically. We can put any type of questions. You will have the answer. Logically you will be convinced to follow the ultimate path. The books which gives you regulations, do's and don'ts, vidhi and nisheda, which tells you what has to be done and what should not be done, which guides you in the life. There is another kind of literature which is stotra, the man who realized the ultimate, the man who has experienced the truth, the person who had the glimpse of the divine love, the divine experience, or his self, who has seen the reality. He expresses his joy. It is called stotra. You worship, you surrender yourself to the divine. That is stotra. The literature from heart. Literature from head is shastra. Literature from heart is stotra. There is another kind of literature which is called sutra. Means which gives you the technique to reach that state. Shastras gives you intellectual understanding. Stotras give you emotional feeling. Sutras give you being level experience. Shastras are like signboards. You need them. Shastras are like signboards. Intellectual scriptures which explains about the basic things of life. Stotras are things which helps you to surrender to the divine. The glory of the divine is expounded in stotra. The third sutra is a literature which gives you the technique to achieve the devotion or the enlightenment. Shastras by themselves cannot lead you to enlightenment. They can be a good support. They can take you to an enlightened master. Stotras, again, stotras are spoken from the level of emotion, feeling. Stotras should be an expression of your feeling. When you have the deep feeling, you just express it. It flows through your being. Your whole being is flowing. That is stotra. The third thing, sutra. Sutra means the technique which helps you to achieve the goal of the shastra or goal of the stotra. Goal of the shastra is Atman. Goal of the stotra is God. Of course, both are one and the same. Two different paths. There are people who are intellectual oriented, who are centered on logic, analysis, calculation. For them, for that kind of mind, you need shastras. You need intellectual scripture. There are people who will not do anything unless they are intellectually convinced, unless they are clear about the whole thing. Of course, we cannot say they should not come for spirituality. There are many scriptures, the stotra level scriptures, which says don't come inside unless you have faith. But I tell you, you should look at the man with little more compassion. You can't put the faith as a main criteria, first criteria to enter into the spiritual life. If you put faith as the first criteria to enter into the spiritual life, you are almost refusing to give spirituality for 90% of the human beings. It is not very easy to believe anything immediately. You cannot believe, and especially in the modern days, the word believe, faith, all these words are outdated. These words can't have any more meaning. These words are totally out of our life. You can't say only a person who believes, who has got faith, he can come to spirituality. Spirituality should be given for every being. We should create a system through which we can reach every individual. Our Vedic seers, rishis have created shastras, scriptures, which will give intellectual understanding. Logically, you will be clear of what is the path, what is the goal, why you are asked to do all these things, what for we need spirituality. All these major questions are answered intellectually in Shastras. Shastras gives you a basic understanding what is exactly life, what for we are here. All your questions are analyzed intellectually, logically. The conclusions are given to you. We need to understand few things about the Shastras. Shastra is a scripture which completely takes away all your doubts. Samsaya Rakshasa Nasa Mahastram. Samsaya is the Rakshasa. Please understand. Samsaya is the Rakshasa. Doubt is a devil. Once the doubt enters into your mind, till you are cleared, you can't sleep, you can't rest. Shastras helps you to get rid of these doubts intellectually. Unless you have a complete intellectual clarity, even if you believe, your belief will be pseudo. Please be very clear, your belief will be pseudo. Anybody can shake your belief. Anybody can shake your faith. Your faith will not have a strong base. Your faith is almost a building without foundation. If you build without foundation, what will happen to the building? The same thing will happen to you if you don't have the base of Shastras. Somebody asked Vivekananda, Swamiji, what is the importance of Vedas? Why should we study the Shastras? Vivekananda says, if you study the Shastras, all your faith, all your sincerity, everything will become so strong, nobody can shake your faith and sincerity. Otherwise, any fool can come and tell you what you are doing is superstitious things. And you will start thinking about it. You will start contemplating about it. Am I really doing superstitious things? Am I really following the right thing? What am I doing? You will start having doubts about yourself. You don't believe your faith.